Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails, okay? And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below, all right? Now, I do have to address one thing. When I get sent things to do the community intel videos, I generally like to wait a few days before I put everything into a video, only because I like to, gather a whole bunch of information and then make a video, okay? When someone sends me something, unless it's extremely urgent, I'm not going to make a video on just that one subject, okay? So yeah, I will maybe wait 2-3 days before I put a video out, okay? Because like I said, I want to gather enough of the community intel together before I put a video out, okay? So because I literally just got an email saying, that this person's no longer going to be watching my videos because I didn't put her information out right away. Well, you didn't say it was urgent, okay? I'm going to be putting it in this video, but there's only so much that I can do, okay? I'm not going to make a community intel video that's only a few seconds long, all right? So I'm sorry about that, but I'm just, I'm not going to do it. So this first email comes from a community member. It says, this is about the Social Security, okay? Because I did a video the other day on Social Security and the debt ceiling. And she said, a similar thing almost happened in the 80s. To give you info, lots of news is about fear. Yes, I know. She said, I called the Social Security office. They are separate from federal, separate account. If debt ceiling hits by law, Social Security will still be paid. The lady says Social Security payments will not stop. Okay. Either way, Biden needs to be spanked. They're working on the 14th Amendment to raise the debt ceiling. The 14th means no more spending. If only. He didn't like it, and that's why he's stalling. Congress will step in. It may be very last minute for something to be done like it was in the past. Political playing power mongering. Yeah, just games that they're playing. Him and his clowns need to be exported to Mexico. Oh my gosh. Trusting in Jesus that he will provide. He is in control. Yes, you're right. Sorry for cursing. No, I don't say the curses in the videos anyway. When I'm angry, it just comes out. Oh Lord, listen, we're all entitled to that. The Lord promised in the Bible, he will not give you more than you can handle. Oh, I know that. Another thing, Social Security is in with all public housing. More than half of all are on Social Security. And one of the major ways public housing stays open, that doesn't shut down overnight. The news are not saying the whole story or the truth. Public housing and other government officials will kick his butt. Oh. See, that's the thing, with MSM and stuff like that. They never get into the nitty gritty, and that's what stinks, seriously. So then she also sent me these two emails. She said, I emailed the White House. I gave them a fake address, sent them a very hot message to Joe. Daddy gets it, but I told him off about the illegals and the debt ceiling. Told him we need to take care of our own, which, yeah, you're correct. We come first, right? But then again, I always felt that we should take care of our homeless vets, our homeless children first, but who am I to say anything, not the ones that are coming over or other countries, said the word DAMN about 10 times, the only curse word I've ever said. Just got a bot message back from them. You never know. Jesus works in mysterious ways. I wanted to let you know. So here's what the bot message said, and I'll put it up for you. May 14th, 2023. Thank you for contacting this administration. The President and Vice President value every opportunity to engage with the American people, and the administration is grateful for your outreach. Are they really grateful for her outreach, though? With what she had to say. Our country faces many challenges, and messages like yours help us better understand how the administration can serve American families. We take careful note of the suggestions, thoughts, questions, and stories we receive, and we're working hard to ensure you receive an appropriate response. And now for a commercial break. And here are some videos that were sent in by community members. And the first video that you're going to see was sent to me by my daughter-in-law. Yeah, I hope you enjoy them.
Get yourself 25 pounds of sugar, some gallon bags, a 5-gallon bucket with a lid. Pour the sugar in the bags, store it in the bucket. You do not need oxygen absorbers. You do not need to pull all the air out. Just store it in the bucket.
This is why we're here, guys. This is why I'm going to help you prep. This is how I'm going to help you feed your family. And we're going to talk about filler foods that you should stock in your depression era pantry. I want you to begin at least stocking a month of food, because these supply chain issues are not going to get any better. In fact, I think they're going to get worse. Nobody wants to work. There's so many issues surrounding this. You guys can research those on your own. I don't need to repeat those again. But we're going to talk about something that my grandparents used to use all the time to feed us kids. They took in my sister and my brother and I when we were kids. They had already raised their kids, but they raised us as well. And how they did that, we ate a lot of potatoes. So I recommend that you stock up on your instant mashed potatoes, because they store better than just buying those big 10-pound bags of potatoes, because you guys know it. You leave them, next thing you know, they're in a corner of your house, something's stinking, and you're like, what is that? And you open it up, you find that brown potato. It's got these little funky bugs growing in it, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so disgusting, I don't even know what to do with that. Or if they're not rotting, they're growing and going to seed. Okay, fine, you can plant those. That's great. That's a whole nother subject. Instant mashed potatoes. They're versatile. They're great. There's so many things that you guys can do with these instant mashed potatoes. You can use them as a side dish, taters and gravy, right? We do that all the time. Use them for a topping for casserole. If you haven't made shepherd's pie, I highly encourage you to make it. It's an easy casserole. It takes me about 15-20 minutes max. It's in the oven. It's baked. My kids eat it for a couple of days. I mix in a can of mixed vegetables. They get fed, they stay full, and they come back for more of it. My 1-year-old loves it. My 3-year-old loves it. Okay. Next thing we can do, we can make potato pancakes. You add an egg, maybe a little bit more milk. You fry them. My kids love them. Put syrup on them. Again, it's filling, right? We're here. We're trying to feed our kids. We're not necessarily looking at everybody's diet. If you're on a low carb diet, maybe this isn't for you. I'm talking about feeding kids, guys. Okay. Next, you can bake them in a cake. Didn't know that, did you? All right, breads and rolls. They make it they increase the ability of it for retain its moisture. So then you get this really fluffy bread and this really nice roll. Really good. And another thing that I didn't even think about that my mom mentioned was shake and bake. You could use it as a coating for like shake and bake, right? So you scramble up your little egg, you dunk your meat into it, then you roll it in those breadcrumbs. Yum, pop it in your air fryer. It's a little healthier than frying it in oil. And then also meatloaf and meatball stretchers. Yes, guys, we can use instant mashed potatoes. So versatile. Don't forget about them. Okay, now, how do we store these instant mashed potatoes now that we want to put them in our pantry? Because we know that they're cheap. They're going to fill my kids up. It's going to make my food go longer. I'm not going to have to spend so much on all the meats, and I can fill those foods in, right? Fill those gaps. What kid doesn't love a potato? All right. This is my roll cane bucket. Yep, I have a 5-gallon bucket of these bad boys. Taters. See that? Yes, it's beautiful. The game of lid again. It's easy. And you can see, we use this. And we use this whole thing in there. Look at that. I have my lovely little measuring spoon in there. And again, guys, 2000 cc oxygen absorber because it's going to keep it fresh. Okay, beautiful. Look, there's no bugs in this. No bugs because that game of lid keeps it airtight. Look how pretty. So easy. Right? Now you're wondering, hey, put it in that bucket. What if I don't remember how to make them? Okay, all right. You just cut that little piece of cardboard out and you shove it in your bucket. Then you'll remember how to use it. You'll remember the directions. Or if you get crazy like me and you just kind of wing it, throw them all together, and you're like, okay, this is not thick enough. I'm gonna add a little more. A little more of those instant mashed potatoes. Or it's too thin. Okay. Or, you want it thinner. I'm gonna add a little more milk to it. No big deal, right? Come on, moms, we cook all the time. Okay, all right, so other thing that's imperative to know is yes, there is what's called a potato bug. That's gross, right? Okay, all right. So how do we prevent that? Guys, stick this box when you get it, plop it in your freezer for 3 days. Yeah, those bugs are gonna die off. You didn't know the USDA allows so many percentages of little bug particles to get in your food, did you? Yep. Not everything's perfect. Not everything can be bug-free like we want it to be, but there are ways that we can make sure that that our food is going to last for us. And again, okay, I rotate through my items. I'm not stocking these for 10 years at a time. I'm stocking this to get me through 1 year. 1 5-gallon bucket gets me through 1 year. I replace this when it's empty. Okay, it took me probably 6 or 7 of those probably more like 10. Let's just be real. Those big boxes that you can get at Walmart to fill this bad boy up. But I'm telling you, it's here. I know it's here. It's not going to go bad because it's dehydrated. I've got it stored properly. And I know that I can stretch my kids' food if we start running low on meat. It's beautiful. Don't forget, it's a very important staple in your cabinet.
Dr. William Out and Channel 77 in Seattle. People ask me why Walmarts are closing. The answer is simple. When I took an Army logistics class, the U.S. Army developed a logistics system for Walmart. Walmarts were strategically set up around the world to act as military distribution bases. So if we have problems in Yemen, the Special Forces takes over the Walmart in Yemen. You can order a helicopter and nuclear weapons on a Walmart logistics system. There's a back door into it. They taught me that. If you are going to have Operation Jade Helm throughout the Southwest, you seize a Walmart. You can order things such as M16 rounds. You can order an M16 to the Walmart program. So they walk into a Walmart, fire 2,200 people in California. You're all laid off, go away, no unemployment, get out of here. Because the military then takes over their base. The specific logistics program I was trained on in California is the same program they use at Walmart. The Walmarts are federal military posts. How many Walmarts they have, they get extra money from the government. And when the government takes over, they get a fortune from the government. Those products are redistributed to other Walmarts. In addition, the American dollar is no longer being accepted in a lot of countries. Walmart can't get products. Nobody will exchange the American dollar for the toys that we're getting at Walmart. Sorry, it's the way it is. The end game is here. Folks, if you get laid off from Walmart and Home Depot, they're similar to colleges that are federal repositories like Humboldt State University, where they have underground battalion headquarters, Evergreen State College in Washington. Thousands of colleges have pre-prepared military bases underneath them. The Walmarts and the Home Depots are the same way. So if you're working for Home Depot and you get laid off, go to another one. But that's likely to get laid off. Because as poodly hits the fan, this is what is in our Department of Defense manuals, to seize the Home Depots and to seize the Walmarts and use their logistics program to order our weapons to kill us. It's the way it is. Sorry. I've been trained on it. I'm one of the few officers that was trained on the Walmart program. The entire class was enlisted except me. Anyway, thank you. You have a wonderful day, and I wish you the best of luck.
And before I go, here is another email from a community member. And she says, I don't know how this works outside of my area about the Walmart receipts, but if you want to buy ice at Walmart, you pay first and then you go take it out of the freezer on your way to the car. Same here. She said, sometimes there is someone at the door to check your receipts. Yeah, same here. One time at the checkout, I asked for ice and she said I had a conversation about it, and as she figured out how to charge me for it. Don't they have one of those UPCs that they just scan? I don't get it. She may have been new. Oh, okay. I witnessed her scanning it and saw it on the screen. When my receipt was printed out, I took it and walked 3 feet and decided to look at the receipt. The ice wasn't on it. So I turned around and I showed her, and she swore she charged me for it. I did agree with her that I also saw her do it. The scary part was, what if it had not, what if I had not questioned it and was asked for my receipt lacking the ice? And yeah. There are a lot of people in court cases right now against Walmart. Yes, I know. I know. Who are falsely accusing them of stealing at the self-checkout. Yes, I know. And then you read about little old ladies who forgot the heavy stuff on the lower shelf of the car and now have a criminal record. I know, it's terrible. It's disgusting what Walmart does. It really, truly is. Now I bring the ice through the checkout, making a mess, and get told not to do that. I tell them I don't want a messy court case. I love that. Okay. On a different note, Sky Plus, or SciPlus, SCIPLUS.com, sells engravers. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. At a couple different price ranges. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Andrew really wants to get that thing done from 29 Palms. So thank you. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. Okay. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.